Hey guys, welcome back. I hope that you guys are all doing good and that your summers are going well. I am getting ready to film. You guys know the drill. It's like my friend Ashley from Grace and Grit says, you never waste a face of makeup. I'm getting ready to film and I figured it'd be fun to sit down and just do like a get ready with me / catch up video. I feel like those are pretty easy for me to do, especially if I'm already gonna sit down and do my makeup. Because who doesn't like getting ready with a girlfriend? Or rather, who has actually gotten ready with a girlfriend since high school? Comment down below, because I feel like, man, I haven't gotten myself ready. Geez, I look back in high school, probably like when I used to get ready with my friend Erin before we would go to football games on Fridays. We would get ready together. Other than that, gosh, I can't remember. Maybe my early 20s. I think it was before, definitely before I had kids. Even though there's nobody in my room, I know when you watch this, it'll feel like I'm here with you. And I enjoy watching these videos with people too, so. Just ignore the fact that I am not a makeup artist and that I am kind of aggressive with my skin when I'm putting stuff on. But such is life. I'm a real person, right? So I hope that you guys are all doing good and that life is treating you well and that you guys are enjoying the summer. I am now 34 weeks pregnant with baby number 5, which feels insane to say, but I'm not gonna lie, you guys, that is so exciting for me to say. That means that we are closer to our son being here and closer to me no longer being pregnant. And when I say that, if you guys are not familiar with my channel or if you haven't followed any of my other pregnancies, it's not that pregnancy is not a blessing, because it is a huge blessing, and I know that I'm very fortunate to have carried all 5 of my kids, and they are healthy and thriving, but it is very difficult for me, very hard, with mental health wise and all of that kind of stuff. As much as I am thankful for the blessing, I'm thankful for the blessing to be over and be able to have the real blessing, which is a baby. So I'm very excited for that. Speaking, I'm just gonna end up telling you guys, because I know I'm gonna get through the whole video and it's gonna be in the back of my mind, so I'm not gonna be able to like actually relax. But we have a name. We have a name for our little guy. I was thinking about doing like a really fun, creative name video, but I don't know. I'm not there right now, you guys. So I'm just gonna spill the beans as if we were getting ready together and I had something really exciting to tell you. We picked a name for baby boy and we are naming him Abraham. We are gonna call him Abe, which I just love. Can you just imagine like a little chunky toddler running around and his name is Abe? I just feel like that's so cute. And so we're gonna name him Abraham John. So his name will be Abraham John KIGHT. John, of course, after my husband. Everyone in my family has already started, like every time I say baby Abraham, they start singing, you know, like the Father Abraham song, but they replace it with baby Abraham, and then they, you know, make the lyrics into something like has many siblings or something like that. So you guys can figure out how that goes. So every time I say baby Abraham, someone in my family starts singing that. But baby Abraham, his name, we'll call him Abe. And so it feels nice to have a name for him. We did not for a long time. I feel like we just, nothing really clicked. And it's funny because I've always considered the name Abraham, but it's never, I don't know, like we just have never, it's never felt right, I guess. And so I got up one Saturday morning and it was kind of a slow morning. John was home, so I got to be able to get up and just take a shower. I think the kids and John were downstairs eating breakfast, and so it really felt just like a slow morning because I was actually getting ready and they were eating breakfast and stuff, which was nice. But I was in the shower and I was thinking of baby names, because that's like the only thing you think of in the beginning of a pregnancy, or if you're expecting or adopting and you know there's gonna be a baby coming. I feel like that's something that you just think about so much, is names, especially if you don't have a name picked out. And so I was just in the shower and I liked the name, we liked the name Amos. And we also liked Abel. My really good friend Nia, who's on YouTube too, from Sam and Nia, her son's name's Grwm, and so her and I had been bouncing names back and forth, and she had some really good biblical names for me. And it wasn't like we didn't have just, it wasn't like, I think I told you guys this, it wasn't like we didn't have to have just a biblical name. Like that was fine. If it wasn't a biblical name, that was okay too. Both of my sons have biblical names, Jude and Ezra, but it really didn't matter to me. And so I liked the name Abel, and I liked Amos. I wasn't crazy about the meaning behind the name Amos, and I know it's just a meaning. I mean, I know people that have little boys named Amos, and it's such a cute name. But I just, the meaning meant like burden, or burden to carry, or something like that. And so I couldn't get around that. And so, and my husband and I both like really couldn't, we weren't settled on that name. And so we were talking about the name Abel, which I really like that name too, but it just didn't sit right. I don't know. And so for some reason I just kept thinking of Abe, and then I thought, why don't we just call him Abraham, and then we can call him Abe, because Abraham is just a good, strong name. It has a great meaning. A great man in the Bible was named Abraham. I mean, the father of all of us, right? In the generation and the genealogy of David. And so it just clicked. I was like, his name is Abraham. And so I came downstairs and I told John, and he was in the kitchen, and I just said, I think his name is Abraham. How do you feel about that? And John instantly was like, yes, that's what we can call him Abe. And when he said that, I was like, yes, that's what I thought too. And so, so we're really excited for baby Abe to get here. 34 weeks, you guys. That means I've got 6 weeks left to go. And I just can't even believe it. I just can't even believe it, but I'm excited. I feel like if I do a pregnancy update, I'm not gonna have anything left to share with you guys, because I'm just talking about it all right now. But I'm just so excited, so I can't help it. It's what's going on in my life right now. But I finally placed an order on Amazon, and I went to a couple other stores and got the things we actually don't have for baby boy, for Abe. And so that felt really good. It was one of those things that I felt like kind of creeped up on me. All of a sudden I was thinking, I don't have any swaddle blankets. I don't have any burp cloths. I don't have, just little things like that. It wasn't anything huge. I have been so blessed with friends and people nearby who have just blessed us with already loved things of their kids, swings, bouncers, car seats. Obviously the car seats are not expired and they've never been in an accident or anything like that. But just, we haven't had to buy, and honestly, like, I haven't had like this standard where everything has to be a certain way or look a certain way, or he's not gonna be in a nursery or anything. He's gonna sleep with us for probably the first couple of years anyways. But I've got this little, what is it called? Co-sleeper? I forget what it's called, but it goes right up to the bed. What is it called? I'm not gonna remember the name of it, but it is a specific kind of co-sleeper, and it literally just goes right up to your bed, and so it's really close to your bed. Now we do co-sleep in bed, but not until the baby gets older, just because, you know, those first few weeks are hazy and you are at least I am overtired, and baby wakes up all the time at nighttime. So I just really don't feel comfortable having a baby right next to me, a newborn little tiny baby in bed with me. I just don't. And this is baby number 5, and so, you know, I know what I feel comfortable with and what I don't feel comfortable with. And so we've used like just a little bassinet or something, but I liked this little co-sleeper thing. I'll link it down below. I'm sure you guys know what it's called. I can't think of the name. It comes down in the front, so it really fits up right next to your bed, snug. I got that, and I got it secondhand, and I paid like 15 bucks for it or something, which is a really good deal. Everything we've gotten has been secondhand, so I'm super thankful. But that being said, I've gotten towards the end, and I realized I have no nursing bras. I have no, just the things when you have babies really close together, they kind of just are always in your house and you're circulating through them. Well, we got rid of so much, we got rid of all of it after Ingrid. And so I did order like a couple swaddles and things like that. So that was fun. Those little purchases, they did add up though. I got like my postpartum stuff for just like postpartum care for myself, and also newborn stuff for him. So that was kind of fun. I went to just my natural store. It's like just like a health store. They carry a lot of homeopathic stuff, and they also carry Earth Mama Angel Baby products, which I have used through all of my pregnancies. I've partnered with them in the past. I'm not working with them anymore, but I still love and use their stuff. And so I picked up their, I think it's called Happy Mama Bottom Spray or something like that. I know I've shared it in postpartum videos before, so if you're wanting to know more details, I'm sure it's in hospital bag videos that I've done in my past pregnancies. I picked up that, and then I picked up obviously like nipple butter. I always feel so weird saying that, nipple butter. And then I got like the Depends silhouette kind. You know, of course now they've really marketed towards postpartum moms, and you can get them and they look cute, which I don't really care. I'm like, I feel so, you know, when you're postpartum, you just feel like fluffy, and I don't care. I just want something that's comfortable, that's gonna work and keep everything where it needs to be for the most part. So I got some Depends. I can't remember the brand that I got. I don't think they were called Depends. They were something else, but all of just the postpartum, you know how it goes. All that lovely stuff that you get to deal with postpartum. I kind of prepped for that. What else? I picked him up some pacifiers and all of those things. So needless to say, I forgot all the things that you need. It's only been a couple years, but I really did forget. So all that stuff is ordered. I feel really good because now I feel like a little bit more prepared. And so I'm kind of doing my stuff a little bit backwards. I guess I'm gonna gel my eyebrows up, and then I'll just fill them in a little bit. That's fine, I don't care. So it feels nice just to have all the things that I need, and then I can like start preparing a hospital bag or a birth bag. We are going to go through the same birth center that I went to. I feel like this is just a pregnancy update. Maybe I'll just name this a pregnancy update, you guys. I don't know. Like, we are gonna go through the same birth center we went through with my last three. It's a birth center it is attached to a hospital. It's on the other side of an OR. So if anything happens, there's doctors, it's right next to it, and we'll be in great hands. But the birth center itself is very hands-off, very, you have to be low risk, obviously, to deliver there. They've got tubs and queen-size beds and low lighting, and it's just really nice. And so that's where we're delivering again this time around. So I will give more details, I guess, in my pregnancy update, even though I've shared so much in this one, but I will go more into detail about symptoms and things in my, it'll probably be like a 34, 35 week pregnancy update. I realized that, let me see, I need to get a mirror or something for my eyebrows and for my bronzer. So hold on one second. Okay, all right. Oh, I'm at the point where everything has a sound effect. You sit down and there's a sound effect. You stand up, there's a sound effect. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So I wanted to thank you guys. The last day in the life video that I did had, there were so many of you guys that just shared so vulnerably and openly in the comments. And it was so nice to just connect with you guys and know that we all have days like that. We all have those days where everything seems like it's going good, and then it takes a turn and you're like, I was not expecting that, you know? And it's just, it's life. It's life with kids, it's life in general. And I think us as women, we just can put so much on ourselves and have these expectations that everything's gonna go a certain way, and then when it doesn't, at least for myself, I can take it personally instead of just kind of rolling with the punches and acknowledging that that's just life sometimes, especially life with little kids and being pregnant on top of that, and you throw in all the hormones and all that fun stuff. Not that like I handled everything perfect, or that I didn't want to share and then have it be this negative thing, because it's not negative. Like, we all have hard times sometimes in motherhood and in life. But I wanted to just share because I know that we all have those moments, and it felt really good just to hear you guys say thank you for sharing that, because it feels good to know I'm not alone. Well, thank you for telling me that, because when you tell me that in the comments, it feels great knowing I'm not alone, you know, that I didn't just share this with a couple thousand people on the internet and I'm the only one. You know, it's like one of those dreams where you show up to school and you're naked and everyone's staring at you. Sometimes it can feel like that when you share things on social media and stuff like that. So I just want to tell you that when you guys comment and you share with me that something encouraged you or that you connected with something, it's super beneficial. I think it's beneficial for everyone watching the video. It's beneficial for me selfishly because I know that I'm not alone, but I also know that God's using me too, and that's huge, right? Sometimes we can go out and we do what we feel the Lord is calling us to do, and then if we don't get a response about it, we're like, all right, God, well, you know, I'm gonna trust that you had a plan for this, but I'm not seeing very much fruit, you know? And we won't see the fruit all the time. We definitely won't. That's not what I'm saying. But I do try to share vulnerably with you guys. Not that I'm any much higher than you or I have like all this all-knowing wisdom to share, but just because I do feel like the Lord has given me a desire in my heart to share openly with moms, to talk about motherhood, to talk about being out of breath when you're pregnant, to talk about postpartum and taking antidepressants and getting into the Word every day and homeschooling your family and, you know, all of the things that come with this season. And so it is very encouraging, I feel like, when the Lord uses you guys just to give me some feedback, like, you're doing His work and He sees you. and it is, you know, there is fruit happening. There is, you know, there is change being affected, and His work is being done. So that is always super encouraging to me. So thank you so much for taking the time to comment and all of those things. Even on videos where I'm like, it's silly and I'm just putting makeup on in front of the camera, you know? But we live in a different generation, or a different culture, don't we, guys? Like, where we watch videos of people talking and applying makeup, and whoever thought that that would be the case, but it is, you know? So anywho, thank you for just your guys' feedback, because it does feel really real nice. Real nice. I think it looks okay in the screen. When I go back and edit it sometimes, I'm like, girl, you had a huge white mark in the middle of your face, or you had like, I don't know, your brows were looking real crazy. And then what's bad is that when I do that, I go to film another video after this, and then I have to edit that video and I have to look at it, and I realize it bugs me the whole time I look at that video too. I'm like, oh well. Now we're getting like a circle. We're getting like a really rounded front. I don't know. All the things. I tell my daughter all the time, don't touch your eyebrows. Don't touch your eyebrows. Don't pluck them. Don't mess with them. Because you'll be like all of us 90s. Well, I was born in 89, but basically all us victims of the 90s and over plucking our brows and seeing our moms have no brows, and then we plucked them, and now we're all paying money to fill them back in, right? So I always tell Fiona not to do that. But I think that's basically all I'm doing. I don't care. I'm not gonna do any eyeliner or anything crazy like that, because I just don't feel like it. Maybe I'll add a little bit more blush. I know some of you guys are cringing right now. I hear you all when you tell me too much blush. I can't help it, you guys. I can't. I'm so pasty the rest of the year. Then in the summertime, I'm like, I have color. So I do hear you though. I get those comments. The girl, back off the blush. I know. I can't help it. I can't help it. What else was I gonna talk with you guys about while we're just sitting here and being chatty? I've been watching a lot of homeschool videos. I know I mentioned that in my last like get ready with me, that I've been watching a lot of homeschool moms. Nina from Pursuing Peace, I think that's her name. I'll share it down below. If you guys are homeschool moms, I'm sure you know her. She's got 5 kids, 6 and under. I don't know how she does it. I don't. I'm like, you're amazing. she homeschools and she shares on her channel. And so I will have her linked down below. Jaimie from Simply Living It. Jaimie has been one of my subscribers for a long time. She used to comment on a lot of my videos, and so I started watching her channel, and she's been uploading a ton lately about homeschooling, and I have really been enjoying her. There's been a bunch of them that I've been watching, a bunch of them that I love watching because they're just amazing. It's so encouraging. And the cool thing about moms on YouTube that share homeschooling stuff, everyone's so different, but it works for their family. And so it's like you kind of take a little bit from everybody and you just figure out what works for yourself. And it definitely is something that I feel like we can, as women, we can fall in this trap of trying to replicate, and then if it, at least for me, and then if it doesn't work out, I take it personally, like, why can't I do that? Well, Jaimie, because you're a square and you're trying to fit into like a circle hole. It's not gonna work out, you know? You need to create your own spot and work with what you got and work with your family and your family's needs. So I've definitely fallen into that at times, but I feel like now as you have more kids and you just live more life, you kind of don't have enough time to focus on what everyone else is doing, and you kind of have to just focus on yourself, because you can't make the time to care about what everyone thinks, right? Because you just don't have the extra time to do it. Which I feel like is a blessing. The Lord gives us more grace. Our standards get a little bit lower, a little more realistic. I'll say that. Our standards become a little bit more realistic, and we realize just how sovereign the Lord is, and really we just are called to love and to do our very best, and thank God that He is sovereign and He covers the rest. You guys feel me? I don't know what tangent I just went on, but I think I was trying to say that all the homeschool moms are encouraging because they all share what they do differently. And if you ever feel like you're stuck in a rut and you're comparing yourself, don't, because the Lord is sovereign and He will take care of all the places where we are weak, right? When we are weak, He is strong. Less of me, more of Him. Amen. All right, now I just feel like I just started cheerleading for you guys. Thank you for hanging in with me. If you guys watched this entire video, please comment down below with the word random, because then I'll know that you made it and you watched the whole thing. So comment down below, random, and I'll know you watched this. But thank you so much for watching, you guys, and for sticking in there with me and chatting and getting ready. I love you all so much, and I appreciate this community. I have been on YouTube for over 7 years now. That's crazy to me. Over 7 years, and we have built such a good community. If you have any prayer requests or anything, I would love to pray with you and for you if you want to comment down below. I hope that you guys are doing well, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
I lose my breath whenever I see you.